Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tipsy Impulse podcast, where I am Liam, your Bard podcast host here, and I am joined by the Sentinel, Red-Handed Dorn, Ozi Ozbot.
Yeah, happy to be here.
And then I'm also joined by the Librarian, the one and only, Ashley.
Howdy.
Awesome.
So, welcome back. This is episode 5, where we are going to be hanging out. It's a little different format for today. Today, we are going to have a little bit more of a one-on-one kind of getting to know our Ozzy and Ashley. So, I have a lot of fun questions for us to kind of get into. But always as the beginning, we like to get into our updates from the Tavern. It is April now, and we have one game night. We have gotten so much stuff done for that during that master meeting. Oh my god, that took like 2 hours. And I think it's only getting longer. We also wanted to talk about for the month of May too, because that just leads right over from the workshop stuff into the Ren Fair. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot to talk about there as well. But for everybody with time and sanity, I'll try to keep it down to 2 hours of a meeting. We have a bunch of workshops planned for this month of April because, again, Ren Fair. And this time we have gotten so much stuff. Brandy is actually leading the charge on getting a lot of these workshops done and started. And then we also have Ozzy helping out and Ashley helping out as well. What are you guys doing for the
I'll be
workshops?
showing people, basically teaching them how to do the dragon scale weave, the normal weave. They will be participating in kind of creating, I have an idea if they want to create a dragon scale keychain, a dragon scale hand harness, just something that's kind of simple and will kind of teach people how to dragon scale weave properly, and they'll be able to kind of move on from there and be...
Tell them what these dragon scales are. Like they're metal.
Aluminum. They're aluminum scale mails, and so they're, nice and lightweight, but they still feel durable. Like they get the job done. They look realistic. I think it's a really cool look when you're trying to think of a new outfit for Ren Fair. You can get really creative with them because they're kind of malleable. You kind of make whatever shape you want from these. So they're kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, you've done... You're wearing your shoulder piece here that he attached to. He bought a vest jacket situation, and then he's able to attach his shoulder piece dragon mail onto it. It looks very cool.
That is very cool. I like it. And
Thank
we'll
you,
have to
thank
take
you.
a picture of it and I'll put it on for the video.
Yeah, 100%. But
Did
I
you
think
get
they're
this,
very fun.
Did you get this tunic separately?
Yeah, this Gambison is something else that I kind of found that I thought would fit well with the black dragon scales that I got going on here. And so I want to kind of do that.
Do you plan on making it for extending that?
Eventually, I do want to get far more creative with this stuff. Again, I kind of started doing this maybe, a year ago? Something like that. So just kind of get more creative with them. I'm looking for new patterns, new designs. I'm always kind of interested in branching out and just seeking out how to do more fun
We put the
things.
little wrist piece, what do you call this?
Hand harness,
Hand
I guess is
harness?
the best way to call it.
We put that on my little schnauzer. So we could do some dog costumes. So
It's
they
a
can
great
come to the Ren
idea.
Fair.
That's a great idea. Cover up so much more space. This whole thing would probably cover up Harry, the little miniature schnauzer.
Is this gold one? Is this for Ashley?
So I initially got these because we have I'm pretty sure we talked about in the last podcast, the Akatar ball.
A Court of Thorns and Roses fantasy ball. Yeah.
Mhm. And so the costume that I had going on for that, I got these golden scales full because I'm looking to do something.
It's like a white
with
and
that.
gold costume.
Oh, okay.
Cosplay situation.
So that's kind of how I started here. This is more of either going to be a belt or necklace.
Neck piece.
Yeah, because I noticed that if I do just kind of wrap this around,
It's kind of
Whoa.
cool.
it creates this crazy kind of even neck guard, honestly.
Yeah.
That
with
looks
the
like a
metal.
mane. You look like a lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
I mean, whatever it is, I think,
A dragon mane.
You originally thought it was going to be a belt, but yeah, not sure what it's going to be.
and that's part of the process. It's kind of fun. Just gotta get creative with it and kind of figure out ways to make it work.
Is it difficult to do?
Once you memorize, I call it pattern recognition. Once you understand the patterns that you're looking at back here, it makes it very simple to go from row to row and figure out what's the next step that I got to take on this thing. It doesn't take that much
Yeah,
time.
I think
not bad.
it is more just to create something of a bigger size. It's just time consuming,
Yeah, it's
but it's not
Okay.
difficult
And
necessarily.
honestly, a little therapeutic, you can put something on in the background.
Put on your audiobook for the book club.
Exactly.
Which I am
Yes,
listening
great
to. I'm
tie-in there.
halfway
There
through
you
already.
go.
Oh yeah, Legends and Lattes.
Yeah.
We'll,
I haven't
we'll get
even
to that
started
part.
That's all right. So, for that book, actually, I like it. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want to get any spoiler territory, but it's it's a lot more fast paced than I thought it was going to
good.
be. There's just things just progress fast, and I don't know if it's because they're doing time skips or not, but I don't know. It's interesting. Still gets me into that feel of fantasy and just kind of rooting for the characters. There's a lot of like dynamics where you want to root for a certain character and you hate certain ones, but I don't know if it's going to get deeper. I don't know. I wanted to, but then again, the book is called Legends and Lattes about an orc selling coffee. So, so I don't know how.
I was
how complex
wondering.
it is. Yeah,
I was
Cozy
wondering
read.
if it resonates a little bit with you. And I was like, so Viv opened up a coffee shop. You know, it's this whole new endeavor. Meanwhile, for you guys, opening up the Tipsy Imp Tavern. I mean, is there any sort of
Parallels?
Yeah, anything you feel with that?
Well, I do a little bit. I never was a adventurer / killer to start, so actually I was on the reverse. I was actually a medic, and so I was actually out there saving people beforehand.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, so my skill set, like, I say I could see the comparison with being, starting something new, but yeah, just I could see it, and I guess I didn't even really think about it, to be honest with you. Like,
Okay,
now
that's
that
totally
you brought it
fine.
up,
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, oh man, that is kind of what I kind of did to,
Cute.
yeah.
She's hanging up her sword. You're hanging up your syringe.
Just circling back real quick with the workshop stuff, we kind of got a little
Sidetracked.
sidetracked, but that's okay. That's what we do here. I would say that there is a lot of other workshops being done as well. So we have staves, leatherworking, sewing, EV foam, and I think there was some jewelry
making,
and
mushroom
trinkets.
hats.
Mushroom hats, that's right. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of different events to kind of work your way around, and if you're not into one thing, you could definitely jump around and kind of test and see what you like.
And that's April 25th. That's a Saturday, right?
Yep.
5 to 9 p.m.
Nice.
You can find more information on the Tipsy Imp Tavern Facebook page.
I'm excited to see what people bring in. What will I learn too? Like, I know I will be kind of teaching how to do this, but I do hope I get some time also to kind of get ideas from other the other artisans there to see like, I'm really interested in all of those stuff.
The foam,
Sound great.
I feel like.
Foam EVA.
Mushroom
one's
hats,
well.
definitely up your alley.
Definitely the mushroom hat.
I think we're gonna stagger out so that way everybody can kind of go check each other's stuff out too.
Totally.
And I think what we might have to do is just like an additional day where the artisans get to do the other craft that they might not have had time for.
Totally.
But what we are going to do, I know for sure, is going to have a bonus episode where we talk more about each different workshop, the artisans, and kind of leading up to that big workshop day that we have going on here. So pay attention, keep listening, and we'll put that out there as soon as possible. All right, for the big session for today, my thing I wanted to do was to get to know you two a lot better. And with our audience, I wanted to ask some questions. I kind of wanted to see, where it goes. So I'm just going to jump in there. First quest is, what was the first nerd thing you remember getting into?
First nerd thing I remember getting into. I mean, this definitely has to be like the video games. I know I used to visit, I think it was like a cousin of mine who had a Sega Genesis, and I think he was playing, I don't know, either Sonic the Hedgehog, something around that, and just being enthralled. I was like, what are all these colors? I was overstimulated immediately as a kid. I was like, I want to play more games. I want to get that. But knowing my family situation, I was like, we're never gonna buy that. Like, we're never gonna get that. Like, that's crazy. Asking as a, what was I, 8-year-old kid, asking my parents, like, hey, can you get me this $300 system or whatever the heck it was called at the time? I was like, that wasn't gonna happen,
I think a lot of us can relate to that because I never had a Game Boy growing up, and I wanted to play Pokemon so bad. I played on my buddy's little Game Boys. Had to delete the save games because obviously, they.
Yep.
So I never got to fully play, and so I definitely can relate with that one.
Totally, man.
What about you, Ashley? What was your first experience that got you into this?
Well, I played PlayStation 1, I guess.
Ooh.
Spyro the Dragon
Oh,
was like
classic.
I was obsessed with that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, reader, so Harry Potter, definitely. And then movie-wise, Star Wars. And I remember really liking Star Wars as a kid. And as a girl, when you're like, I was a dancer, I was a girly girl, right? And so it was kind of different for me, but I loved Princess Leia, and my mom loves Star Wars, so it was like, okay, girls can like nerd stuff too. So Star Wars I got into pretty young.
Yeah, so what do you think about how the Star Wars franchise has grown since with you as you kind of grown up and kind of seeing all the different iterations and remakes?
Star Wars does a great job of like having strong female characters for sure, but and it's not something you would think about, but you have Princess Leia, you have Padme, Rey in the later ones. And then when they did the Force Awakens, I was so jazzed. But now it just feels like it's a little overdone and a little bit of a money grab, right? They're just doing too much, and so I haven't kept up with all the TV shows. Like, what's that one TV show, the new one that it starts with an A?
The one that I'm obsessed with?
Andor.
Andor. The
no,
Andor
okay,
season.
that's not
No,
the
not that one. Ashoka?
Ahsoka. And then there's the
That's not
Apprentice.
Yeah.
Acolyte.
Acolyte.
Wow, there's so many shows that start with A.
Hey. I thought you guys would get it right away.
No,
Acolyte.
yeah, we got everything else.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
You know, it's just like, okay, it's too much. You can't keep up. Like, the Boba Fett ones, I couldn't keep up with it all. So, it's... Yeah, I've kind of moved on.
I don't think you're alone in that sentiment.
Yeah.
I think
it's getting a little fatigue, you know?
Yeah, I think especially with the era of Kathleen Kennedy as the president of Star Wars and the Disney division, I think it was a bit of a money grab. It was kind of supposed to be like woke in that kind of sense. It felt like it. But Dave Filoni has just taken back over the control and direction of Star Wars. And he's done amazing work like the Clone Wars series. He's the Mandalorian.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he is a true nerd, and him and Jon Favreau are very good. They're very big fans, and what they've done, and we could see it in that era where the transition was happening, that I think that Star Wars is going to make a big comeback. I think with their creative direction, we're going to see a new surge of Star Wars fans and era of Star Wars content.
And we talked about it last week too, but like Harry Potter universe can take a bit of a note from the Star Wars that they're expanding into the universe with all these different characters. They're not remaking Luke Skywalker's story. They're moving on, and so there's a lot to do, and Harry Potter could maybe take a note from that.
Now, would you rather have more expanded universe for Harry Potter than Star Wars? I mean, would you?
Right now, I mean, kind of, just because there is already a lot for Star Wars. Like, I feel there's obviously a whole galaxy to explore, so there's more, but I don't know. We haven't gotten much in the Harry Potter world, so if I had to choose, I would probably choose Harry Potter.
I do agree with, just to reiterate from last week, was the different schools. I thought more about it. I was like, man, that would be really cool to see, like the American, the Asian, the different schools.
Explore them all.
Wasn't there like a Russian one?
Yes. Victor Crumb.
Victor Crumb. And then there's an all-female one.
Fleur Delacour.
Fleur Delacour over in France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it'd be great to just explore them more.
Yeah. And I love when the movies do great costume works, when they're representing different cultures, but taking that to wizarding. Like, who would have thought? And I love when movies do that kind of, you know.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, the cosplay, the costume, it gives people stuff to work with and kind of new visions of how the world should be.
Right.
Yeah. So, leading into that, what is your favorite part of getting dressed up in outfits and going out and going to the Ren Fair or, you know, to different cosplay events? What's your favorite thing about it?
I think the initial step, when you got something in your mind, when something finally comes in, it's like, that's a great idea. I should do this. I should work on getting this idea through. And then working on those initial steps, figuring out what's possible, what's not. It's probably my favorite. It's like the daydreaming stage, which I really love. You know, it's like, yeah, I got this great idea. Heck yeah. Let me see what I can find. Eventually, the daydream phase, it's just that. It's never going to be exactly how you picture it in your mind, but at least you get so close enough. And then finally you get to reveal it, have that moment where the cosplay's ready. I'm ready to go out there. I'm ready to walk around with this thing. And then best thing someone could say is, hey, cool, man. Like, yes, I did it.
Do you ever get nervous? Like, just that initial, like, oh, man, are people going to think I'm, you know, dorky or...
some anxiety. Yeah, let's say I have to stop at a gas station and fill up my gas tank in my cosplay costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, man, like, okay, I get it. A little bit, but honestly, like, who cares? Like, yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of that anxiety.
Remember that
like,
one time we went well, we were at the haunt doing a key quest, and we
Uh-huh.
had to go to Jay's hobby and CD to finish the key quest. And
We were in our full Ren Fair
we
attire.
went on our way to the Ren Fair to Jay's hobby and CD, and the people were stopping us in the parking lot. They're like, "What are you doing?" We're like, "Ren Fair down the street. Like, go! It's only the first weekend. There's plenty of time."
We were like advertising
Yeah.
almost, but also as a way to like cope, it's like, oh no, I'm embarrassed wearing this. You shouldn't be, right?
No,
It's kind of silly. It's silly.
In the initial, like, we have this every time we go to the tavern dressed up. Brandy and I, we'll stop at the gas station before we go. Pick up some drink or energy or whatever we want, and we're on full outfit.
Yeah.
So we go in there, and initially it's like, oh man, people are gonna like stare or like be weird about it, but then people just strike up a conversation. They're just like, dude, that's really cool, man. What are you guys doing tonight? Like, oh, there's a
People are
party
just
going
curious.
I think people like secretly also were like, "Oh, I want to be doing that."
on. I think when you walk with confidence too, that definitely. If I walk around in my pirate outfit and I feel good about being in my pirate outfit, no one's gonna tell me hey, that's a weird looking guy. No, they're gonna be like, yo, that guy looks cool. Look at him strut around and like getting drunk.
I mean, if I saw that, I would be like, oh man, that's cool.
Where's he
like,
going?
That guy looks cool. Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
go where he's
Sometimes
going.
the only reason I get nervous is like, did I do too much? Because I love it's for me, the details is my favorite part. The end, when yours is the beginning, the inception, right, Ozzy?
Yeah.
Mine's the end. It's like when everything comes together and I add all the accessories, and I love an excuse to do something fun with makeup because you can dress up all the time, but like doing something with the makeup is so just like flexing a different creative part of me. Not that I'm like great at makeup or anything, but I love to do something different. And so for me, I'm like, okay, did you go a little too overboard? Like, that's why I've never painted myself green. Because I don't want people to be like, okay, all right.
Just as a reminder, Ashley, her one bucket list is to paint herself green for whatever costume it is. It could be Shrek, Yoda, another green creature, the Hulk.
The Grinch. Everyone's considered the Grinch.
The Grinch.
There's so many green characters out there.
Lots of options.
So,
I almost painted myself blue, which blue would have been a good, because when we went to the Comic-Con, I was going to be Mystique.
That's right.
Ooh,
You were
And
gonna
I feel like my
lot of
costume would have like totally slapped, but I got nervous. I was like, it's gonna be too much.
have you ever worn a like full on makeup, like the thick colored paint?
No, and there's special makeup you can buy that's not like actually paint, but I was nervous it was gonna come off. I'd never done it before. I was only gonna do my face. I was gonna wear like a blue bodysuit that covered everything else, so I wouldn't have to, and like gloves, but so I was only gonna do my face. But again, I'm like, is this too much? I wish I would have done it, but
I wish I want to get into that because I think it's a lot of fun. I think there is a lot of, it takes a lot of work, effort, and then also when you're in it, it's hot. You can get uncomfortable. You can't wipe your face.
I know, I'm nervous about
You
that.
get itchy, and so it's like you want to touch your face, but your face is covered in like a latex paint or something like that. It's cool.
Get the pictures immediately,
Yeah.
yeah.
For those that would
all
do
the
that,
pictures,
exactly.
photos.
And
So
then if it
something
comes
like the
out,
Comic-Con maybe would have been better for that because it's
Indoors,
inside
yeah.
rather than the Ren Fair where you're like
Yeah.
super hot. We did Halloween. You painted yourself green when we did the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein.
and that was too much. I think I overdid the
No,
green.
I don't think
I was
so.
deep green.
It looked good. It looked good. And I was like wanting to paint myself green, but I couldn't because she's
The Bride of Frankenstein is not green.
not green. Yeah.
She's black and white.
Yep.
I saw I've been seeing at football events. I saw it recently. I don't remember who exactly what team. Maybe it was like the Kansas City Chiefs, but there was people dressed as orcs, like Warcraft orcs, like full green with the tusk and the
Really?
armor. But it was like
Oh, it
armor
was spreading
colored-
around. I think I saw that.
I think,
yeah, I know
it's
what you're
starting to
talking
spread. Like people
Okay,
are,
that might get me into football.
yeah,
It's
I
like
get
you
to dress up as an orc.
yeah, yell.
Wait, do I like sports?
For the, I saw they had a sign that said "For the Horde," and I was like, "Yo, that's
cool.
That's so cool.
That's so cool to see people. It's bleeding out there. People are wanting stuff to do, and make it unique and interesting. I think we definitely have a good sphere for that.
Yeah.
And we want to improve our cosplay skills for sure.
Yeah,
like,
every
I think-
year we try to step it up.
And I
just
think
a
having
little.
this imp community that we have going on here, I think there's a lot of talented individuals that will kind of be able to elevate our own skills and like we kind of elevate each other, and like next thing you know, we might have something really awesome.
I think I was thinking about this. Like, what if we have like a hairdresser or makeup artist?
Would
like,
be great.
Start
Yes.
doing for the Ren Fair or getting ready for some kind of event, and Yeah. So, what do you guys think would be some really fun ideas or things to incorporate, like to bring more into the tavern, like stuff like that,
Mm.
activity wise? Anything that comes to mind and be like, you know what, we should definitely do a makeup.
Well, speaking of the makeup, this doesn't
Event.
exactly answer your question, but yesterday we were at Merlehay Mall for their Bohemian Arts Festival, and it was a vendor pop-up shop, kind of like the Comic-Con that they do. And one of the vendors that was there was a like Viking makeup artist, and I was like, why don't they have that at the Ren Fair? Like, I would totally go right first stop, go get my makeup done by like an artist. So I feel like it'd be kind of cool if we all like got together at the tavern beforehand and got ready together. And we could do like some photo shoots there at the tavern or something. And then if you had a makeup artist or somebody who wants to just help. Like sometimes the guys, like I have to help Ozzy if he ever wants to do,
Any
like he'd
face
done
makeup,
runes and stuff on your face. So like I'd help him. We could help each other. If
I like
people
that.
who live alone, like that's hard. Like you need help. So that could be kind of fun.
The pre-Ren Fair, I think, is almost a ritual in itself. Like,
Yeah.
not only getting ready and then also getting extra ready at the
You have to
parking
get
lot.
ready.
The
parking lot ready. Yes.
Yeah,
Because you gotta
ritual.
get ready at home, make sure the outfit hits, and then you gotta take it off to get in the car.
Yeah.
So then you can put it back on when you get to the parking
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. It's a ritual.
Well, I think you have a very good point there that we need to have something to help, like, set up days where people can get together and kind of get ready together. And we'll definitely incorporate that because I think right now maybe the tavern isn't the best because of just the spacing.
True.
But once we expand over to the next suite, I think we'll have that space and be able to do stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'm excited to see.
Well, I think we could just do
crowd.
more like open theme nights just for no reason. I mean, I love a reason to dress up.
A
So we've
theme
done
night.
a little bit of
Yeah.
that, but I think
Give more, encourage more dressing up nights.
we should just like randomly
It's
say
gonna be a
like
pirate night.
cosplay contest. Why not?
Honestly, that would be fun.
Why
That would
not?
be really cool.
I'll just dress up for a random no reason. It could be
Contest,
themed or not.
showcase, whatever you want to call
Why
it.
not?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, why not? Like just dress up.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that there's karaoke channel and we're doing there was a vote for Disney songs in
Yeah.
a
Saw
thematic
that.
karaoke. I mean, it could be the lead up to
Yeah.
actual thematic like pirate night or I don't know, fantasy football. I couldn't think of anything.
Fantasy football, yes.
You know what? Maybe we should have a new brand event where we dress up as, characters fantasy wise. And then do it like a touch football or flag football.
Oh my gosh, that's
Dressed up in our
hysterical.
cosplays.
Yeah, just like
just go out
we'll
there.
do like at
in the parking lot.
Yeah, do like a very minimal version of like fantasy football in our own way.
Yeah, theme nights would be great. That definitely needs to be something that we should keep brewing.
Okay, pause. I gotta
Yeah,
go to the bathroom.
that's right.
And I think we talked earlier about maybe not for the Ren Fair, but it would be nice to have actual acts sometime at the tavern as a event night. Like hire an act that usually performs at Ren Fair. It's like Ren Fair
bard.
adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual bard or something.
We actually
That'd be
had I have a friend that does fire spitting, and we were thinking about it, but the only thing is,
Maybe in the parking lot.
I was like, yeah, what is the safety concern here? Of
Uh-huh.
fire spitting in the parking lot. Like,
Yeah.
what if it flies off or hits someone's car? I was like,
Exactly.
We'll play around with that a little bit more. We're not quite set up for that yet.
Yeah, fire breathers, sword dancers, belly dancers, stuff like
I
that.
can do
But anything that's like Ren Fair adjacent would be kind of fun just to have like, hey, join us in our own makeshift Ren Fair night,
Yeah, like maybe
That'd
we
be
do like a
pretty cool.
whole day of stuff,
Yeah.
Like we could have a mini
just host a Ren Fair.
Ren Fair
So-
inside.
That's what I'm doing with the merchant. The traveling merchant
Heck
was
yeah.
meant to be a part of that activity.
Totally.
Yeah. So yeah, look forward to the traveling merchant Sibo Sindri coming here soon. I think I'm planning on the 19th. During the game night.
Oh yeah.
So I'm doing photos and doing. It might be a lot, but I think I can handle it.
The 19th, as in
The Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
next Sunday.
Good luck.
Yeah, burn myself at both ends. I still gotta do taxes.
You have 3 days.
Yep.
Gosh, yeah, you have 3 days.
Yep, I've been very bad about it. I was like, I've sat down yesterday, I was getting some of it done, but then I got distracted, and then before you know, it's like, the day just gets away from you, man.
100%.
Yeah.
Days move by too fast,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Especially
I think it
weekends,
is moving
you know?
way-
Oh,
yeah,
it's so
absolutely.
depressing.
When you're
Like,
busy, you're
that's it.
yeah.
So depressing.
You have so much stuff going on, so many activities, you just cannot keep up. But all right, moving away from all of that talk. So, what is one of your most prized possessions, nerd possessions? Let's start.
Ooh.
What is an
Oh,
item that you'd be like,
man.
you
Your
are proud?
Conan
How'd you know?
sword.
Yes. Oh, wow. She knows me so well.
Yeah, it's like
We're
you guys
married.
live
You can
together.
tell. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My Conan the Barbarian sword.
Oh yeah, I actually don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, I definitely had it at my Halloween party. It was like front and center. Like I made sure that I put it on one of the walls, one of the hallway walls. People were
Oh.
messing around with it.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember
people
that
were
at
like
all.
playing with
Oh,
it
I'll have
or
to
like
check it next
taking
time.
pictures with it. But definitely
Okay.
my Conan the Barbarian sword. I got it at a Comic-Con a couple of years ago,
Nice.
and it's still like one of the best ones I've seen. I keep going to other Ren fairs, Comic-Cons, and they'll have like their own replica Conan sword. They're not as good.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
At a Comic-Con? I think the Kansas City one, like back in 2018,
Yeah.
17, 18, something like that. And it's
I
a really
can't
good
think of one for me.
one. One of your
Like a
nerdiest
nerd.
What is
favorite
it, you're like,
possessions?
yeah. Do you have a collection?
Well, I clicked hands, like hand statues.
Oh, yeah.
It is as weird as
Wait,
it
did
sounds.
you have to
Like
chop people's
hands.
hands off?
The chair?
Yeah, I have a chair that you sit
Okay.
in. That's a hand. I'm obsessed with hands. Those are some of my most prized possessions. I would say
Okay.
my hands.
Hey, we don't yuck other people's yums. here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a shelf
If
that's
anything-
just hands.
If anything, if anybody has or finds cool, unique hands, there's
Yes,
a gift idea.
hands
for
Ashley's your
statues.
girl.
I
Yeah.
have like the ones that have like the palmistry on them, but okay, it actually started because my grandma had a hand collection of like porcelain hands, and they're like cute little pinks and greens, and like I just was obsessed with them as a little girl. She had them on a shelf, and then now I've inherited those from her. She gave them to me a couple years ago, and now at vintage stores, thrift stores, mystical shops, if I see a hand, I almost always buy it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. I
Mhm,
like it.
Random. I
You
used
know-
to have lots of like head statues too, but Ozzy, when we moved in, he was like, one of these things has got to go. Is it
Either
the hands or the
hands
heads?
or the heads. And the heads, let me tell you, those were actually kind of weird.
I still have a few
You had like
heads.
foam heads. I'm like, those, we don't need those. Those are gonna go.
They would make for great Halloween decorations.
Yeah,
I can see that
exactly.
being-
I still have a few of my little
Wig
heads,
holders or even hat holders.
Yeah.
it
Oh,
could've-
the
that could've
styrofoam
worked out,
ones?
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, those
but-
guys.
And then like they used to make these like glass heads that are for like wigs or hats and stuff, but I just have one that
I've
is.
never seen a glass one.
I'll have to show you a picture. It's
Okay.
sick.
It's great.
Huh. That's really cool. I like that.
Random.
But you know what? That's the thing. Is like you never know where people kind of grow up and what gets them into certain things. And I kind of wanted to get to just know a little bit
Oh,
about
sure.
that. So,
that
yeah.
Conan sword. I mean, if I want to elaborate more on that,
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably one of my most inspirational figures out there right now.
Ah.
You know, this Austrian immigrant who came to America, conquered the bodybuilding world, conquered the movie,
Mm-hmm.
cinema area, and then like became a governor of California.
Oh.
You know, it's crazy. He's got a really inspirational story, and he's still out there promoting like this great message and whatnot. He's got the Arnold
Oh.
Pump Club right now,
Yeah.
which is like one of the best workout apps,
Oh.
going on right now. So I don't know. Arnold was great. Shameless plug, but on Tuesday, Flicks Brew House will have Conan the Barbarian. They're going to be showing
playing it
it.
at the
They're
theater.
playing it at the
Really?
Flicks Brew. So I got my tickets immediately. When Ashley told me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that ASAP.
Yep.
Tuesday?
So
Tuesday,
Tuesday, Conan
the
the Barbarian.
14th.
If you've
Okay.
never seen it, I highly suggest you guys go check it
We'll
out.
see you at Flicks.
We'll
Don't
see
they
you
have
there.
like a sequel with that or like a series?
They did. Yeah.
Okay.
One sequel. And then after that, haven't been heard of yet.
Wow.
Rumors are that
Is it
Arnold
really?
is going to be coming back as old King Conan.
Oh, that would be great.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So it's a rumor right now. People are saying he's working out hard, right? They see him at the gym and he's like killing it
He's
right now
so-
because he's trying to
Yeah.
get back into like this
That must be
formidable
so
shape.
hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like 70 something at this point. He's just, but he's still out there.
But
man.
you know, actually, I think that is good for a human being because when you get to a certain age, you run out of purpose. When you run out of purpose, you start aging faster.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because people who don't who live in nursing homes, they basically just deteriorate. They have nothing left to work for.
Mhm.
So having a goal to be like a movie actor again, even after so long, he still intermittently does movies randomly.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. And no, that's he is a great inspiration, I think.
Yeah, I love him.
Also, terrible dog dad. You haven't even mentioned
My
your
dog.
son.
My German Shepherd that I got back in college, back in 2018.
His name is?
His name is Conan. And guess why? Because I saw the sword that was sitting. It was like sitting next to him. I got him as a puppy. He was like a 12-week-old puppy. And like my buddy comes over and he starts like swinging and I can't think of a name. Everyone's like, oh, call him Bear. Call him this, that. I'm like, I don't like any of those names, And then my buddy starts swinging the sword around and I look at it and I look at my dog and I'm like, Conan. Like it was so obvious.
Everyone
at that
always
time.
thinks, oh, after Conan O'Brien, right?
Oh, oh no.
You've gotten that plenty of times.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Shaking
so
my
sad.
head. Yeah, it's just terrible, man.
No offense to
No.
Conan O'Brien.
I actually do like Conan O'Brien too. So like, no offense to him, but no. Wrong Conan.
Yeah.
Wrong Conan.
But interesting. Very cool stuff. Good to know. I mean, that was definitely enlightening. I love that. So what is one thing you would like to attain, though? So you have your prized possession. Is there anything that you'd be like, you know what? That would definitely be peak, and I will display it front and center at the home.
Like a physical thing, something that I
what
could
a collection.
get.
What
Giant set of armor.
Actually,
Life-size
yeah,
armor.
an actual life-size suit of armor would be pretty sick.
But there's a guy on Facebook selling it
Like
right
those-
now.
yeah, those
I
are
need
like-
to get back to him.
Those are like these aluminum made, with metal workers
Yeah.
made. But no, I would actually like an
like
Oh,
an
yeah.
actual like
suit of
like a
armor.
new
Eagle suit.
one like people are making
Yeah,
nowadays,
nothing
or like
like-
an antique one.
An antique one.
Yeah,
would
like
be
like
sick.
from European prince somewhere, like yes, I want his.
Or like
Yeah,
we always see these dragon statues like that we would put in our front yard or something like that. Just like absolutely ornate and
some
over the
big
top.
marble
That's what we
dragon
want.
statues like when you enter our home, like you see these like oh man, that'd be cool.
That
Something
would
like
be
that. Obviously super geeky, super dirty, but yeah, it'd be sick.
Okay, yeah, cool. Is that an agreed upon thing you guys both
Oh,
want?
yeah.
Kind of,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Which is important if you share a home.
See, that's-
It worked
It's
out
all
that
about
we have
compromise.
similar design and
Yeah.
decoration ideas. Like
Yeah.
That's
that
awesome.
would look
Grandfather clock.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just things like that.
All right, would you guys consider yourself maximalist?
Yeah. Yes. Well,
So
Ozzy's mom was just at our house this weekend and she said, you have way too much stuff.
yeah, so people who don't know, maximalist is the opposite of minimalist, where you actually want to decor and deck out and like actually not hoarding, but making your atmosphere and your environment just so rich and dense
Yes,
with
using
items.
every corner.
Utilizing
to
every
display
space in your
stuff.
home.
We have like 4 gallery walls. Like
We're out of wall space.
out of wall
So yeah,
space.
maybe that does kind of
we're
identify
max.
us.
We're 100% max.
Because we always go to Comic Cons, all these shows,
Red
etc. Even the art
Fairs,
festival here in Des Moines.
Art
And we're
Fest.
like, okay, like that looks cool. Let's buy that. Put it in a wall. I was like, we're out of wall space.
Oh,
We
no.
can't buy that anymore.
No.
Like then we start getting rid of stuff and like switching it out or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I guess technically, sure. Yeah, my
Definitely.
mom would definitely say we are because she just kind of roasted us when she was over this just
been
last night, this
humbled.
weekend, and yeah, we got humbled a little bit. He's like, "Why do you have this? This is giving off bad vibes."
Bad
I'm like,
vibes,
"Sorry."
Vibros mal.
Yeah, malas vibras.
Malas vibros.
Oh, that's good. Are you guys gonna expand the house, or are you guys thinking about putting in like maybe a shed or a warehouse gallery?
Oh,
for-
jeez. Right
display
now,
all your fun, cool stuff.
we don't use the garage for our cars. It's storage. The basement also, we host those Halloween parties.
Mhm.
We've hosted New Year's parties. We're big into Christmas. So we just have decor items all over the freaking place in the basement. We got a lot of stuff that I don't know. Maybe the tavern would like some donations.
Yeah.
Let us know because we'll try to figure something out.
Yeah, we've got stuff.
Well, once we get to the guild hall where we have a big old warehouse-sized event center for the Ren Fair stuff,
Yes.
we'll have a dedicated Esquivel gallery.
There you go.
Nice, heck
Oh,
yeah.
just dedicated just to-
Donated by
That's funny.
Ration it.
Circle 2026 because that's gonna happen this year, right?
The sooner the better.
Yeah,
Manifest.
as soon as
You guys
we-
need more space.
Manifest it now,
Yeah, we need more wall space. So hang on to it.
And we need a tavern hall, so boom, there you go. Solved problems. We're solving problems over here. All right. Let's get over to the next segment right here. This is going to be the fun one. So this is going to be a speed round of questions. So
Okay.
So I'm going to start slow, and then we'll kind of bring it up and get a little interesting with it. So answer as fast as you guys possibly can, and don't try not to think too much about it. So You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So, start something simple. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Blue.
Okay. Sci-fi or fantasy?
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Ooh. Okay. Which game universe would you like to live in?
Mass Effect.
Ooh.
What? What's
Mass
that?
Effect.
Alien video game.
Oh.
I was thinking of its future. You gotta live in the future, right?
He likes the romance parts of it.
Yeah, I would have to choose like. Can I choose a book?
Yeah. Any universe. So many.
Throne of Glass.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
Sarah J. Maas.
Okay.
Sure.
So how about this? What universe would you thrive in the best?
Thrive
One with
in.
no monsters.
Huh. Look, I'm in IT, so whatever has computers
Shrek.
still,
Shrek.
I'd be thriving in that.
Actually,
Shrek.
trying to thrive. I don't know. Sometimes Shrek stuff, man, I'd be like, yo, that's some pretty crazy stuff.
I'm still gonna say Mass Effect. I think I'd still kill it out there.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I'll have
I'm
to
gonna
show you
go-
that one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I'm
go
gonna
watch
have
the
to
trail.
homework.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. All right. So, if you in this universe, would you like to master one skill, become the master of it, or would you like to be jack of all trades?
Jack
learn
of all
everything?
trades. Jack of all trades for sure. Yeah.
In real life too? Like, if you guys,
I
what
think
about
so.
real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
I think it's really nice having this wealth of knowledge because you could utilize all that knowledge and incorporate it in many things. You know,
Yeah.
when you're good at one thing, that's all you know. Sorry, that's your lane, man. You're not gonna know much else from that.
Totally.
Mm. Okay, with that, let's talk about superpowers. So, in that world, what superpower you think is? I mean, what power do you think is the best in that universe?
Which universe? The one we were.
So you said Mass Effect. So
which power? Oh,
yeah. So if it's a skill based system, so
Mhm.
what would you max your skill set out? What would you become your superpower, quote unquote?
I guess they do have that bionic telekinesis. Sure. Let's go with
Telekinesis.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a superpower for
Mhm.
sure.
I want to be able to like stop time
Mm.
Ooh.
because
Yeah.
like if I'm tired, I could just stop time and take a nap.
Interesting. Very
I've
interesting.
thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
If I'm running late, no worries.
Now, so when you stop time, are you still aging? Or are you
Well,
still
I'm not like
that's-
I'm not like stopping time for like years at a time. Just for like a couple hours.
Okay.
It does age because that technically you would still your cellular biology would still be working as time stopped
Yeah.
because if you stop, then obviously time would have completely just stopped.
Right, yeah.
But all right.
So your body's still moving.
Yeah, so I gotta use this sparingly.
Okay, so with that, you want time manipulation, you want telekinesis. Now, let's add in a little bit of a little wrench in there. So I get to come up with your weakness.
Uh-oh.
Would you still take it?
Mhm.
So, telekinesis. Every time you use it, you get a headache.
Are we talking about like migraines?
Yeah,
Are we
we're
talking about just
talking
like
like-
a little bit,
Well, I
pain,
guess
like
it depends on if you use it a lot.
Yeah.
Using like lifting heavy
Okay,
objects. then
depending
you
on
get-
what the object is.
Yeah, it's a mind strain, you know?
I think that's fair.
yeah,
I think it's fair, and I think with practice, maybe I get used to it. I work on it more and
Well,
more.
it's like muscle
train my
soreness.
mind, like train like another muscle.
Okay, interesting.
Bodybuilding for the mind. Just keep
Ooh.
lifting
What
heavy
if it,
options.
what if it
putting
made
them
your
down.
head grow bigger too? Because it's like a muscle.
Then
So
no.
you just got like a big one.
Then no, I'm not gonna have a big head. Nope.
You don't want to be like Mega Mind?
Nope. That's the line I will not cross.
You will take headaches, but you will not take
I
a
gotta
big
look
head.
good, okay?
I
Absolutely
can't
not.
fit in my helmets anymore. Actually, if you could manipulate time, the problem is, would you still? I mean, you can't control exactly when you get out of it, so it'd be kind of random.
That's
like,
not worth it.
because
That's
it's
not
like
worth
you
it.
sometimes you could be like you'd be stopping time for a couple minutes, a couple hours.
No, it's not worth it.
Okay, interesting. What if you could put someone else in there with you? You could help.
But I still don't know when
You can
I'm coming
manipulate
out.
the whole,
Against their
different-
will, or do
Ooh.
they need consent?
I think against their will because it's your ability.
I would never do that.
You would never do
Fan of consent.
that.
Okay, what if it made you age while in there? Like
Like
it's
Extra
speed.
age.
Yeah,
No.
it's sped up your
No,
aging.
no.
Okay.
What movie is that I'm thinking about? The Adam Sandler movie.
Click.
Click. Yeah.
Where he keeps
That's what I've
on
been thinking
speeding
about, too.
through, but like
Yeah.
he kind of loses.
yeah, then
he can't
it,
see
it
it. He
learns
doesn't-
like it's like an algorithm. It learns
Mhm.
what he speeds through, and so like every time he cries, he speeds through it, but he misses like people's
why. Yeah.
deaths and like.
So it's
all
like
this
an
stuff.
automation
Yeah,
thing.
no, that's bad.
Yeah, that movie ended up. It started funny. Adam Sandler, I'm gonna
I
have a
was
great time.
sobbing.
No, it's depressing by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes me actually just curious. What about time manipulation is is your go-to? Why do you like that?
Well, I just feel like you could stop and think if there was a problem, you know, like if something's happening, you could stop. Oh, I wish I had someone's coming at me. Stop time. I'm gonna go get a weapon really quick, or like
Ooh,
I'm
okay.
gonna just whatever. If you can stop, or if I'm late, if I'm tired, like come on, these are first world. Like I'm
Like, if you stop time, like, can you move someone out of harm's way? So
Yeah, like,
basically,
that's what-
you also have super speed in a way.
Technically,
Because
yeah,
you
that
can
would
That's
be
take
kind of what
whatever
I would
time you can possibly. You can
imagine,
take
yeah.
however much time you want just to kind of do
Mhm.
what you want to do before you hit play again.
Yeah.
But my whole thing about moving people while you're in super speed is their body's not used to it. You
Whiplash,
would
like-
destroy them
Yeah.
if you moved it because, like, just imagine suddenly just
So move
yanked.
the bad guy.
Yeah, boom. Like as soon as he
Keep the good
yeah.
guy, your friend, staying there, and move the bad guy.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's dial it back to universes. Let's say that we are in a horror universe. Would
Horror?
you horror like something scary?
I heard horror.
Like a zombie. Let's start with zombies. That's a
Mhm.
very popular scenario. Would
Yes.
you guys survive in a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I think all the moves that are out there are pretty unrealistic. I don't think it would be that hard to contain a zombie outbreak or like where
Mm.
to go in case of a zombie outbreak. I really think it's kind of overblown. I think it'd be pretty simple to survive on that.
Okay.
And
not
what
gonna
do you
lie.
think about?
But you and what, the zombie outbreak?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, babe. I don't think you're gonna make it.
He's like bases in the
But we also have made a plan on what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we have a game plan.
We have a game plan. We've talked about this too. We have a game plan. We're gonna
Where
wait
we
for it to
meet
all go
up,
over.
where
Mhm.
we would be safe. It's my parents' farm.
Yeah, it's kind of like crisis plan. We got crisis plans, you know.
I think that's just a good thing to have in general. Just any plan.
I always think about if like there was a apocalypse, zombie, whatever. I'm like, I'm blind. Like, what if my glasses broke? Like all this stuff. Like that is just such a simple thing, but if you're living in an apocalypse for dozens of years and you don't have glasses, like you're gonna die. I always think about that.
Isn't that the end of a Twilight Zone?
Yeah, where the guy
episode?
died. Well, he got stuck with all the books he could
All the
possibly
books
ever.
in the world.
Yeah, but he can't read
And
it
he's
because
happy.
Terrible.
because all he wanted to do is just read books, like at work,
And
anywhere.
he bends down, glasses break immediately.
Yep.
And then he can't read all these books anymore.
Yep. And now he has all the time in the world. The world's ended, and he can't read a damn thing.
Mm.
So yeah,
Tragic.
That'd be hell.
very interesting. Very interesting. How about alien invasion? Like you guys, okay, let's add in the superpowers. So you could have telekinesis, and
Okay.
you could have time
get
manipulation. It
that.
might be a little OP, but
Time stop.
but actually, you know what? What if aliens knew how to do time manipulation too? Ooh, then it's a battle of
In
the.
any of these scenarios,
Kinda.
you can keep listening. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not gonna survive.
You have no faith
I
in
know
yourself.
this about myself.
You can do this.
Like I can't even handle a little bug.
That is true. I am the spider killer at the house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm dead.
okay. We all need one spider
Yeah.
killer in the house.
For the aliens, though, I'm not going to be the first one to greet them. Hell no. I'll let someone else do that first. I'll be watching from the sidelines to see how that went.
Smart.
You know, I'm
He's
not going to
smart.
be the first one
He's like
out
a
there.
Dungeon
Yeah.
Carlo Carl here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You witness things first, and then you'll gain based off of that information you gain. Then you follow through with what your plan is. But I'm not gonna be the first ones to say like, "Hey, welcome, guys." I don't care if they're friendly. I don't care if they're gonna be like
Right,
hostile.
yeah.
No, man. Interact. Keep your distance. Watch your enemy first,
That's a
and
risk manager.
then move forward. That's right.
All right. Very interesting. Okay, one last doomsday scenario. I kind of love these. I think it really tells people a lot about themselves and also to others. So, if you guys were to have to restart society, what is your way to go? Let's say like whatever happened, it's done now. Minimal amount of population, resources still available.
Wow.
What is
Okay.
your go-to? Let's just give me some basic broad strokes. You don't need to
Probably
get the
like
detail.
some sort of elected democracy government.
Okay, so start with an
That's good.
organizational, setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to organize. I mean, first and foremost, I would think find a way to get shelter, food, water, the basics, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm assuming we have that.
Okay, so you're moving towards like we have shelter, we have food.
Yeah, we're
have a
living,
s-
we're
a good
alive,
source
we
of
have
water.
a group. Maybe not all of that. Like, we have enough to live on for the next week or so, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Because then, for me, the elected government would need to figure that stuff out.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we start, like,
They would figure out
going
how
at
are
each
we
other's
gonna,
throats. And
how are we gonna garden? How are we gonna like make our resources last long term?
how do
What
we
is our long
enforce-
term water
How do we enforce
source?
order, law and order
Yeah.
type of thing?
So I
would
would
be
think
very
the
important.
first step would be figuring out some sort of way that and it needs to be not like a dictatorship situation. It needs to be like an elected.
You're immediately going for the government. You need a government.
I work in
a
elections.
source of
and-
government.
I work for the government, so shocking. That's what I chose.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Mine go down to the bare bones. Like I said, find first a source of water. I think is the most important, and then you build your shelter based on where that water is, and then you figure out how to get food.
Okay.
You know,
What would you
That's
do?
it.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh man, just purge, man.
Purge.
Mad
What does that
Max
mean?
situation.
Oh,
Out of-
oh my
Start a
goodness.
warlord campaign to take over the surrounding territories,
Oh.
gain all the gas and water.
So it asks the system of governments. Your system of governance to be like dictatorship. Like
Anarchy.
I am the leader, the war band leader.
No, actually, I've thought about it a lot, but I don't want to get too much into the nitty gritty. But speed round here. So, biggest Ren Fair. Which one have you guys been to?
We've only been
The
to
Des
the
Moines.
Des Moines Sleepy
That's
Hollow
it.
one.
We would love to go more, but
All
only
right.
the Sleepy Hollow one.
What's the biggest Ren Fair you want to go to?
Minneapolis.
The Minneapolis one. Yeah, I think
Minneapolis.
so.
Okay.
Even like the
Just-
Texas Ren Fair would be cool to
And
check
we were
out.
just talking about the one up in north of Chicago, the Bristol.
Yes, yeah, the Bristol one. We were just talking to one of the vendors there, and we asked him, he's been a Ren Fair veteran, and he's like, that one was like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
We'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest nerd IP for you guys right now?
Warhammer. Has to be. Either 40k or fantasy,
Ooh.
Age of Sigmar, Warhammer in general.
I'm very much in the Dungeon Crawler Carl universe
Universe?
right now.
Okay.
Very
all right.
much.
All right, Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter?
Lord of the Rings. I gotta.
That's hard. Probably Lord of the Rings.
Okay, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Lord
Lord of the Rings.
Okay, Lord of the Rings or, oh damn it, what was that? I don't have that written down. All right, we'll skip that one.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yes, thank you.
Oh, Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
You would rather be in Game of Thrones? Dude, they're pretty cutthroat. I don't know. At least in Lord of the Rings, people are fairly...
Were we gonna be in it or we like it more? I guess I was thinking we like it.
I don't know, I guess, yeah.
We'll go with like right now.
Like Lord of the Rings. I think
Game of Thrones.
You like Game of Thrones?
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, a little divisive there.
Mhm.
All right, Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel, okay. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat. I like that movie.
You did like that movie, but no, I've always loved Street Fighter. I've been gaming that one for a while.
All right. Freddy versus Jason. Who would win?
Who would win?
Who would win in a Freddy versus Jason?
Freddy in Jason's dreams. Jason.
They made a
if
whole
Freddy
movie
gets
about this. I
Yeah,
think
they
it was all
did.
bullshit.
And I think Jason ended up winning, right? He like had Freddy's head by the end of the movie.
But it was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
They don't really. There was no winning.
Pennywise.
Ooh.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, he'd take the cake there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Awesome. I want to add this one little bit in here. So, if you were able to take one, like a concept from one universe and add it to another universe that you like, what would it be?
I think Game of Thrones was a little bit more fantasy, like the stuff
Like-
in Lord of the Rings.
So, like wizardry.
Maybe.
Like
They
because there
had
is,
some
but
magical
it's not.
elements.
It's not defined.
It's very toned down.
Yeah, it's almost like it's kind of
Like the
It
Red
happened.
Witches resurrecting dudes and like flaming their swords. Kind of
Yeah.
wizardry. That's as like wizardry as it got.
yeah. It's more witchy, and it seems like
Very
there's
witchy,
a
yeah.
lot of like we don't. They're not going to talk about the mechanics of any of that. So, yeah, I think that would be cool.
Or
'cause-
like introduce like another orcs in freaking Game of Thrones. You know, instead of just humans versus I don't know
White Walker.
White Walkers and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there's like giants too, I
Yeah.
guess. More.
But it's almost like it's not really talked about or known. It's like, dude,
Mhm.
there's a big old guy over there. They're giants. We
Yeah,
know that.
It's very
But
human.
do we know anything about this?
based.
Not at all.
Yeah, like in dragons. That,
Mine is like the ability to ride dragons and like tame dragons. Like I feel like you could bring that to any
Universe.
That's
You
what-
love that's
yeah.
right. Actually,
That
dragon
was-
riding and dragons are
Like
kind of
having
huge.
them be your like
So,
companion.
How to Train a Dragon
Mhm.
in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, okay. Nicer dragons in Game of Thrones.
Nicer.
Toothless everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And Shrek's dragon.
Dragons
is nice.
literally
Shrek Dragon.
dragons in any
Breeding with
universe.
dragons. Oh my lord.
Put sci-fi dragons. How come that hasn't been a thing yet?
Sci-fi
Sci-fi
dragons.
dragons, you know.
Technically, Warhammer did have a void dragon.
I'll have to look into that one.
It's a Catan.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway.
I think robot dragons would be kind of sick too.
Okay.
Meta Ridley. I don't know if you know anything about Metroid games, but like, yeah, like they brought back Ridley, who was like a dragon. Well, a pterodactyl, technically, whatever, semantics. And then he turns into a mecha Ridley, so it's a robot dragon. I think, oh, that's
Whoa, interesting. Okay.
I mean, aren't dragons supposed to be everlasting, like immortal? Like, what happens if in the future we all go to sci-fi, you know, and this like medieval dragon needs to get upgraded?
Well, I think it depends on the universe.
Now
that
you're
go
fighting
there.
against these like weapons that are, you know, like laser beams and stuff. Dragon needs some upgrades, you know, like give me that metal suit or something.
Metal suited dragon.
You need to read Red Rising, because Red Rising is like fantasy and sci-fi kind of
I think
together.
I do. Yeah, I mean, everyone's talked high praise on Red Rising, so I might.
All right, so if you can invent an item, whatever you want, to help you get. I mean, let's get away from the whole superpower thing, because if you had a telekinetic, you know, gun, then it's just the same thing.
Look, with the advent of AI right now, like a way you could kind of put your words into thoughts or whatever. I'm a very much a visual learner, and I can teach visually. If I can honestly just take ideas and like pictures from my mind and have some way to like just like now plaster it on, you know, this thought board or whatever, you know.
Ooh,
I
that'd
would
be
like my
cool.
ideas just that I'm thinking in my mind just to be able to be displayed or stuff like that.
Just
you know?
that idea, that's almost an Inception kind of idea. It's like, hey, that idea about having ideas able to be projected.
Put out there, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah. I think it'd be great. You know, AI's kind of ish there, but you have to use your words.
Yeah.
But I'm more of a visual person. Like, I'm picturing this idea, put it there so I could see it, you know, or I could show other people this visual that I have in my brain, but I can't show you the visual in my brain.
Right.
Am I going too far in this?
No, no. I think
I
they're
wish
built.
I had a visual to understand. What
Yeah, I know. I need a projector PowerPoint presentation of this.
Oh my god, you know what? For that'd be a good one. I'll get to work on that immediately.
I think they're developing tools already. Isn't there, like Neuralink is
Yeah.
like a one step closer to it.
You know, depending on what you think of.
This is starting to feel like Black Mirror.
Ooh,
A little bit,
I do
yes.
love Black Mirror.
I'm
though.
thinking of like that one episode where they're ranked socially. It's the Bryce Dallas Howard episode.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm talking about?
And that's so realistic. It's already starting to happen. China does it.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
I don't know if there's
Crazy
other
stuff.
other countries that do it. But what about you, Ashley?
The only thing I can think of is something to like bridge cultures more, because we just had Ozzy's parents over and they only speak Spanish. So something that'd be nice is if I could just like understand them immediately. Like that would be nice.
There's
Or
a Google
I
app
could
Translate for that.
speak-
Instantaneous
I know,
translator.
but
It's-
if I
it's
could
the
speak
process.
and like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm trying to learn Spanish, but it's not very easy. Like learning a new language is not easy. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just because his parents were just here, so that's top of mind right now.
Brandy's trying to
that's
learn
nice.
Vietnamese. and
Yeah.
I was like, the best way to do it is to be immersed.
Yes.
Like, you just have to surround yourself.
It had to
and
be
kind of-
ingrained in the culture, and you got to be.
You
in
just
that
hear people keep
area.
talking about it, and then you ask them like, "What's that? Como se dice?"
Like right at the beginning when his parents come visit, I'm like, oh gosh, and then towards the end, like I start speaking more because I've been around it more and I
Couple of
practice and
hours,
I
you
feel
know.
a little more confident. Or we went to Spain a couple years ago, and it was just all the time speaking.
My
and
Spanish
speaking and
has never
speaking.
been better when I was
Yeah.
actually in Spain, because like I'm constantly talking this, and I witnessed my thought. You know, like I think in English and like in my brain or
Same.
whatever. But when I was in Spain, eventually my thoughts. There was this flip, and suddenly I was thinking in Spanish. All my thoughts were all in Spanish, and I'd never really witnessed that until like I'm there for like a week or however long.
And I remember
or
at
10
one
days.
point I said something to you, and you're like, "You don't have to speak Spanish to me," you know, because like I was just starting to get so used. It
Naturally
was
speaking
we were
up.
only there for like 5 days. It was super quick, but
Oh.
I definitely like can see how people can become fluent in months by living overseas.
That's awesome. That's really
Yeah, but
insightful.
isn't it great that our girls think about wanting to learn our language?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
really
pretty
is.
great.
That's so fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll have that like dating and relationships podcast. I'm sure you got that in the
Definitely
works, yeah.
Look forward to that bonus podcast right there. No, I think that is great. I think that would definitely bridge a lot of cultures. And although would it actually blend cultures, or would it start becoming one of those assimilating
one.
cultures into one?
Yeah.
Because then now you're taking away almost culture boundaries that help create that uniqueness.
There'd have to be an intentional effort by people to keep their culture, right? Like, obviously, language is a huge part of people's culture, but there's so much more traditions and cultural norms, how you dress, how you present yourself, all those sorts of things, how you greet somebody, like the nonverbal stuff. That's all
The
different.
nonverbal
So
stuff.
there just
for
needs to
sure.
be
Needs
the
still exist.
art, all of that. So there would have to be really intentional effort to restore and keep your culture. But
Yeah.
it could be good or bad. But anything.
So just
can.
it's the first step.
Yep.
It's first step. We'll figure it out when we get to that kind of level of integration.
Yeah. It's like I love my in-laws, but I don't have like the best, closest relationship that I could because I don't speak their language, It's hard. Yeah.
Brandy has the same sentiment.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because, my parents only speak Vietnamese. And,
Yeah,
I mean, they know how to speak English, but they just,
Yeah.
they're always going to be, they're at home,
That's
they're
his
just
parents
going to
my
speak
too.
dad.
That's
He'll
his-
speak very broken, heavy, accented English.
He'll speak, he'll speak it sometimes. But then, like, the three of them are just speaking with
yapping
each other.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that was a great episode, guys. Thank you guys for
was
joining us. Learned a ton about you guys. Loved it. And there was a lot of insightful and enlightening information. A lot of very, actually, thought-provoking thoughts there and ideas.
Yeah,
So,
caught me off guard. Didn't know this was gonna be about
I know.
us.
It's like, I have no idea what we're talking about today.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to flip it on you. We gotta get to
we
know
gotta
you.
get
We
to know
gotta
the
know
bard.
our host. Yeah.
yeah, we'll get to that. There'll be another bonus episode. I have so many bonus episodes.
My
actually.
own episode where I talk about
I'm
myself.
just gonna be monologuing the whole entire
Yeah.
time, actually. I do have a bunch of other bonus episodes, so do try to keep up, and I will try to let people know when they're coming out. I do have one about filmmaking with my buddy Scott, who is
yeah.
he makes short
We
film,
talked
a
to
local.
Scott
Yeah.
at that party. He was very interesting.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. And then I got one with Brandy for the Faire workshop, so I have that one planned. And then my brother, who is actually meme making right now, and he's in the process. I've been telling him to record it. I've been out helping him a
Cool.
little bit here and there, but I mean, a lot of it is just waiting around until it's ready to drink.
That's
So yeah, we're definitely having an episode about that as well. And so I plan on having those. If you guys have any other thoughts,
your Warhammer.
Oh,
bonus
yep.
episode.
Can't forget the
How could you
Warhammer
forget?
episode.
Absolutely.
Actually, speaking of which, I did join them for the first time for their first
right.
Warhammer night. I painted my first miniature of the guy right here.
What's his name again?
Peter Jr.
Love it.
Yeah, Peter Jr. has been painting, been working on him, but I didn't do an episode there just because I didn't want to intrude. There's already a lot going on, and I had to work on focusing on building my guy. So the next one we'll definitely listen in on that. I gotta say, it was hilarious to listen to Oz and the guys like just play Warhammer.
Yep.
Like it was such a fun little treat because I just did not know what to expect.
That's funny.
And I just hear upstairs like die. It's like, oh yeah.
Look, one thing about me,
It's like
I
they
like
just,
getting into character. All right.
Yep.
It was just like 2 hours or however long it was. It was just that. It was great. But all right, that is it. That is the end of our 5th episode right here. Thank you guys again for coming and giving us
Absolutely.
so much information and hanging out with us today. Thank you guys for listening. And if there is any other questions, comments, do put it in the chat below. All right. And we will see you guys again for the next time in the Tipsy Impulse podcast.
Bye.